Sorry, everyone. My name's Natalie. I'm the social media community strategist here at HeyOrca. So I'm obsessed with all things social media and community and helping our community grow and succeed. So you'll see me lots in the webinars and on social media. I'll pass it off to Alyssa.
Perfect. So I'm Alyssa and I'm a community strategist here at HeyOrca. So I work on our webinars, our newsletter, Facebook group, and our HeyOrca stands. Shout out to any HeyOrca stands that are here today.
Yeah,
I see Jen. I see Danielle. Love it.
Okay, so one exciting thing about the webinars, again, if you've been at these, you'll know, but if you're new here, one exciting thing about them is that you can walk away a winner of a $25 Amazon gift card. There's two ways that you can do this. So the first way, super easy. We've got a poll right now up on our LinkedIn, and we're just wondering, have you tried out Trial Reels yet? Oh, thank you, Michael. We're going to pop that link in the chat in just a second. So it's a super easy way to enter in to win this Amazon gift card. We'll pick one winner tomorrow. And then the other way to enter in is to share what you've learned from today's webinar on LinkedIn and then tag us so that we see it. This one is takes a little bit more work to do. So Alyssa, remind me how much time people have to enter this one.
So they have until Tuesday. So Tuesday at noon, you can get that post up. So you have a few days to think about what update you want to share.
Perfect. And then an easy way to do it, if you're like, I don't know what to write, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of any slide, write what the most interesting update was, or maybe what surprised you the most. And then that's a really easy way to enter the contest. So on that note, we're going to get started. So the first thing we'll do is go over some video trends from the month. So we'll do that now. Okay, so the first trend, I feel like I've started seeing this a little bit and now it's all over my For You page. It's the something to take the edge off trend, which I'll just play now. So the reason I chose this example, you'll see this all over your For You page. And just the idea is that you're holding something in between your fingers, kind of the way you would like a cigarette. And you say like something to take the edge off. I picked this example to show you because people are putting literally anything into like anything in their fingers. I've seen like hot dogs, a dog's snout, this plane. So it really is applicable to like any brand or business. I've even seen people like holding their like work bestie's arm with their two fingers. It's very funny.
I love this one. I love all the animal ones with this one. Yeah, like dog or cat tails. Yeah, their nose. Very cute.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, the next one is the Pink Pantheress Illegal song, which I'm sure once I start playing it, many of you have probably already seen this on your feeds. My name is Pink and I'm really glad to meet you. You're recommended to me by some people. Hey, is this illegal? Hey, it feels illegal. So the idea is it's like a match made in heaven. It's super easy to film, just a POV shot of two people shaking each other's hands. And it's just like two things that go together really well. But I've also seen it used as like a two things that do not go together really well. So one example I saw was this creator. She's going on a road trip with her friend and she was like shaking her friend's hand being like, I've packed snacks and games and everything, activities for this bus trip. And her friend is like shaking her hand back, being like bestie who forgot her Dramamine for the trip. So you could do it either way. The next trend is this one here. This probably won't solve all my problems, but I'll try anyway. So it's just basically like, this thing probably won't solve all my problems, but I have to check. I'll try it anyway. And I see it being paired with like vacations in Italy or like big plates of like Mexican food or margaritas. I've seen a person like take a nap or go to a tattoo store. So like all sorts of things that like you can make work with this, but it's basically just like, this thing probably won't solve my problems, but I have to double check.
I love that one. That one is all over my For You page right now, like a ton.
It's so funny how trends work because I feel like I just started seeing this one yesterday, and now today my whole feed is like, and they're all so funny. So yeah. Okay. And then the very last one is the "You look happier" trend. I'll play that now. So it's basically just a really easy trend to hop on. It's a 6-second clip, and you just film yourself like being happy. And then it's like, "You look happier." And it's like, thanks, I got paid. I finally, like, I was so hungry, I ate a sandwich. I went outside. I turned off my notifications, something like that. So super easy to jump on board there.
It looks like we have a question here in the chat. So when it comes to trends, when they are more adult topics, like some of these ones, how can we still hop on board to amp the views if the business is more youth child focused? If trends are typically adult, and that makes it harder to transfer to youth focused businesses.
True. Yeah, I feel like the "something to take the edge off" is probably not the best for like a youth-based business. I do feel like the other ones, like for the "You look happier today," I mean, like, you could use examples that like do apply to children, and I think that could probably still work. Or like, yeah, I feel like yeah, or like for like the "this probably won't solve my problems." I've seen like one creator do it with like, "This probably won't solve my problems," and it's like her taking a nap, and she's like, "I'll do it anyway." So I feel like it is still possible to, just as long as like the topics are for kids. But yeah, I can totally see how the "something to take the edge off" is not super kids based. All right, so we'll get back to the webinar and hop into the social media updates.
Perfect. Amazing. And I just saw Sophia's comment, how about targeting the parents instead? That's a pretty good one as well. If you wanted to kind of hit the parent audience for more of those youth accounts. But yes, I think there's definitely ways you could tie it into be a little more like kid and youth focused. All right, so we will hop into Instagram. As predicted, there are quite a few Instagram ones, so we'll get right into it. So this is where we got our poll question inspo, but Instagram has come out with a little bit more information around trial reels. So Instagram says that 40% of creators who have tried trial reels started to post more, and 80% of them say they saw an increase in reach from non-followers. So yes, our question to you is, have you tried trial reels? Are you showing that, or is it working for you? Are you getting a lot more reach? I feel like I haven't seen too many people talk about their experience with it, but a good amount of people must be using it for Instagram to come out and give us some of these stats. But yes, I would love to know your thoughts on trial reels and if you find it helpful. Crystal says, I've tried it, but I see less reach. Okay. Jen, I've done a trial reel. It didn't do great. Trial reels was not successful. Okay, interesting. This is very interesting. Yeah, I feel like I haven't heard too much about it. So yeah, I feel like your thoughts align with what I was thinking. But so I'm surprised Instagram came out and said this. Maybe they're saying this because they want more people to use it. Okay, perfect. Maybe we'll test it out, see what happens. But I think most people feel like how you guys are saying. So we'll see what happens. It seems like Instagram is trying to like push people to use it a bit more. And the next one is Instagram adds 2 new in-app performance features. So let me know if you've seen any of these, but the first one is called Recap. So this is going to be a reoccurring personalized recap that will provide new ways to see personal insights about your profile, and will also show you inspo. So that's pretty cool. And the second one is called Celebrations. So it's the second photo here. And this will appear when you hit certain milestones. So for the example here, that person reached 10,000 followers. So they got this celebration story that they could add to their story if they wanted to share it. I haven't really seen these too much yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if this has been slowly being rolled out. So everyone might not have it yet, but you can keep an eye out for this. And then this is a fun one. So if you're using edits, they now have a teleprompter feature. So if you are making a video that maybe has a lot of script to it and you can't memorize it, you don't need to anymore because you can just put it all into the teleprompter and read it off your screen. I think this is so helpful because sometimes when we're filming video content, it usually is more of a talking video. So it'd be nice to have talking points or your script on the screen. Because I find when I'm trying to do that, I'm like, I have my laptop here and I'm trying to read off it without making it look like I'm reading. So yeah, I think this one is a good one. Let's see some people here. I've been finding edits actually so much easier. Ah, nice. Love it. Has anyone made that switch to edits? I know it's still relatively new, but can you save videos you can create in edits to use on other platforms? I believe you can. I think when you edit it, you can download it to your phone and then you can use that wherever. So similar to like CapCut or other apps. Oh, Laura says that they have ditched CapCut for good. Interesting. I know there's a bit of negativity around CapCut right now because I know they updated some of their terms and conditions and it's not great. So yes, I'm not surprised that a lot of people are moving to a different one.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Edits is Instagram's video editing app. And I don't believe they have a desktop version yet, but I'm sure they will at some point.
I would love a desktop editing version of it, to be honest.
Yes, it's so much easier.
Morgan is asking what the tea with CapCut is. I think something changed in their like terms and conditions that they can use content that people make without permission, that they just have access to it. So that's been pretty negative, yeah.
Yes, I've seen a lot online about it. But yes, so that's the latest update. Maybe because everyone is upset about it, maybe they'll change it, but we'll see. I haven't heard anything yet.
Oh, but Jessica is noting that as long as you don't upload to cloud, you're okay. So
okay.
Proceed with caution, but yeah, that's good to know.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you, Jessica. All right. So speaking of edits, there's even more updates. So pretty much Edits has been releasing new features every week for almost 2 months. So it's just constant. So some of the new ones, so within Edits, there's now an editing tool called Restyle. So Restyle uses preset AI prompts to change the context of your videos. Edits also released transitions, tracking, handle sensitivity, applying volume to all clips, keyframes, upgraded ideas tab, more text effects, voice enhancements. So yeah, a ton of features were released in June and more will probably keep coming out throughout summer. It seems like literally every week there is an edits update. So you can expect a month from now when we're doing this webinar again, I'm sure we'll have more. So stay tuned. And Instagram has also added additional comment filters. So if you have 100,000 followers or more, your account will now have access to additional comment filters. This includes top comments, newest first and follower count. So as of right now, it's just for people with 100,000 followers or more. So we'll see if that changes at any point. But for right now, that's what it's at. And this happened, I think, last week. But if you have an open Instagram account, your posts may start showing up in Google search. So if you've noticed when you've Googled something, a TikTok will show up, which I think is really cool. So similar vibes to that. So it's very important to make sure you have keywords in your captions and relevant hashtags and all that kind of stuff so that your posts could show up in Google search as well. And Instagram has expanded access to its new grid rearranging feature. So this was being tested for a while, but now it's fully out. I want to shout out Noelle, who is a part of the pod. She has access to this. We do not, of course. So she actually took a screen recording for us. I'll just play it quick of what it looks like, just in case you haven't seen it yet. Very cool. So now if you've uploaded anything in an order that you don't like, you can fix it, which is great. The only thing is I do sometimes like scrolling through an account and seeing things in order, but I do see the appeal of this feature. And no, this isn't a paid feature. So your Instagram account could have it right now. And if you don't, you'll probably get it over the next little bit. All right, and I'll pass it to Natalie for the TikTok updates.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so TikTok has added some new AI tools for creating images and videos. It's really cool. It's called Symphony Suite. And so you can do things like image to video, text to video, and showcase products. It's partnering with Adobe Express for this. As you can see, I do feel like generally you still, of course, can tell that a video is AI, but it's getting really good. And just the fact that you can like upload a product image and just type a prompt, it is quite interesting to see what can be made with it. So yeah, if you want to take a look at that, it's quite cool. Speaking of, I think Michael mentioned in the chat with the TikTok ban being linked to CapCut, we do have an update on the TikTok ban, which is that it has been extended for another 90 days. So I think this is maybe the second time that it's been extended. So another update there. That's still not for sale yet, or the sale has been extended. Yeah,
it's so hard to keep up with it.
Yeah. Great. And then the next update is that TikTok has launched new ways to control your content recommendations. So it means you can manage topics I think it's like things like dances and food and health and wellness. You can control if you see more or less of it. Which is an interesting update. I'm curious how you guys feel about having control this way over what you see in your feed. Personally, I think I really like being served videos that I wouldn't have searched out. Like, I don't know who amongst us hasn't fallen down a carpet cleaning rabbit hole. And I don't think I would have selected carpet cleaning videos, but it's like, it's like cool what the algorithm serves to you. So I'm curious to see if people would use these filters. But yeah, that is a new update. True, though, that TikTok can go rogue, Sarah. And that is all for TikTok updates. I'll pass it back to Alyssa.
All right, so we will go into a few YouTube updates. So a while ago, YouTube gave a small amount of users access to the community feature, which is pretty much kind of like a bulletin board or kind of like Reddit almost within your channel. So you would have the community tab and your subscribers could communicate with you and have chats in that area. So YouTube has now expanded access to this. So Everyone will have access to the community feature now, so that is pretty cool. And this one's also pretty cool. So within YouTube Shorts, if there is maybe a location or landmark or item in the video that you're not quite sure what it is, or you want to learn more about it, you can click that part of the video and then it will now show you more about it. So you can kind of see in the photo, someone selected the dog and now more information about dash hounds show up. So this is in beta right now, so you may have access to this, but you can probably expect it to be released over the next few months. But yes, this is currently being tested. And YouTube has also launched a feature called Open Call. So pretty much this will let brands place an open call to work with creators in the partner program. So that is pretty cool as well. And then I think this is the last YouTube one, but YouTube has rolled out changes to advanced mode. Within analytics, the new updates include a new left-hand sidebar, and this will feature additional controls for configuring reports. So if you spend a lot of time in YouTube analytics, you will notice this update. And I'll pass it over to Natalie for Facebook.
Okay, perfect. So Facebook is now urging users to put links in the comments. So next time you create a Facebook post with a link in the caption, you might notice that a warning pops up. So Facebook is claiming that links within captions can be distracting and might hurt your reach. And it's suggesting that you put them in the comments instead. This is interesting. I made this joke earlier that I kind of wish that Instagram would do this with links in the captions there too. We'll see if they do follow suit. The next update is that all Facebook videos will now be Reels. So previously you'd upload a video to feed or post a Reel using like different creative flows and different tools. So this change will ideally make the creation process more streamlined, and you can control your audience settings the way you would with Facebook videos. And Reels on Facebook will also not have any length or format restrictions.
We do have a question in the chat. So what if you were posting news articles on Facebook? Would you recommend putting the CTA as like putting it in the comments? I would say yes. Like I would just say if you want to maybe summarize the article and say if you want to read more, check out the comments and then they can click out to read more. But yes, wherever you can put a link in the comments, I would definitely do so.
Yeah, and Morgan commented that they use a finger pointing down emoji. I love that emoji. Perfect, yeah. Okay, and then I think this is the last Facebook update, which is that Facebook has introduced passkeys, which will just make the login process even safer. So you'll be able to use the same like fingerprint or your face or the same PIN that you already use on your cell phone to be able to log into your Facebook account. And I'll pass it back to Alyssa for Threads.
Perfect. So we'll get into Threads. So this is a cool update. So if you're scrolling on Threads and you were sick of seeing TV shows being spoiled or movies, there are now spoiler alerts. So if you are creating a Threads post and you're talking about something that happened that is a spoiler, you can blur the part that is the spoiler. So that is pretty cool. So you no longer have to have, episodes of the shows you're watching spoiled for you. I feel like TikTok needs this because if I don't watch Love Island live, it's ruined for me the minute I open my TikTok. So TikTok needs something like this as well.
That's true. I am not watching Love Island right now, but I feel like I am because I've seen so many clips on TikTok.
It's everywhere. It is all over TikTok. So yeah, if I need to always watch it live or else it's ruined. Or I could just avoid TikTok, but sometimes that's hard.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is that link posts on Threads are doing better than they were before. So Adam Mazzari posted saying, "We've been working on making sure links are ranked properly. Links have been working much better for more than a month now." So this makes me think people maybe weren't getting a ton of reach on their posts that had links in it. So maybe they made some sort of update. So if you do posts on threads with links, maybe your post will do better now than it did before. And then Threads is testing DMs. So this was the update in June, but I saw this week that they've now fully released DMs. So you may see this on your account, or if they're going to be similar to Instagram, they'll probably do a slow rollout. So if you don't see this right now, you should see it soon. But yeah, now Threads has a DM feature. And this was one of the features that were most requested when Threads first came out. So it's nice that they now have it. And I'll pass it to Natalie for LinkedIn updates.
Okay, perfect. So for LinkedIn updates, we've got one, and it's that LinkedIn has added video covers. So the platform is letting some users upload videos as covers for their newsletters and their articles, including specific thumbnails, which I love a custom thumbnail. And the video thumbnails will also be displayed in emails sent to subscribers. And then if you click on it, it'll send you back to the article, which is pretty cool. And I'll also keep going into some industry news updates. They're both Pinterest related, if we have any Pinterest fans in the chat. So the first one is that Pinterest is testing AI-powered collages. I don't know if anyone is as obsessed with the collages on Pinterest as I am. I love them. But basically, this update lets you turn your existing Pinterest product catalog into a shoppable collage using AI. Right now, Pinterest is conducting the test with Macy's. So the AI system behind these collages would be able to match products based on different concepts like outfit ideas or user engagement, like what people have been clicking on or interested in, and user saves, so highlighting products similar to what users have saved in their own boards. And then the other industry update from Pinterest is that it's released its 2025 mid-year trends report. So it's just showing what's being searched up most and what's most popular at the moment. In case anyone is curious, the thrifted home decor trend is just leading the charts right now. So yeah, that is it for industry news updates over there. And that's all for the updates.
Yes, it was a good month of updates. So yes, thank you everyone who has been sharing in the chat. I feel like the chat has been so busy, which I love to see. And I love to see you guys sharing your ideas with each other and helping one another. It's my favorite thing. So thank you so much for everyone who's been contributing in the chat. We love it. And don't forget to go and vote on the poll we have right now. That's on our LinkedIn. You will be automatically entered to win an Amazon gift card. And I do want to plug our webinar next week. So we have a webinar next week. And if you're on a team that is very small or you're a team of one, I think you'll really love the webinar next week. I'm going to be joined by my guest, Rachel, and she's on a really small team herself. So she's going to share some of her hacks to, stay on top of all your content creation and, everything you want to do as a social team, even if it's just you or maybe you and one other person. So I know a lot of people here are on small teams or are on a team of one. So definitely check that out. I will put the link in the chat right now. And yes, definitely check that out because I think it's going to be a good one.
And then the last thing I just wanted to say, sorry, I just noticed, again, love seeing people asking questions, helping each other. Another really great place if you are outside of this webinar and you have a question, we've got a really active, engaged Facebook group. I'll pop the link in the chat. So basically, if you have any questions about strategy, social media platforms, anything like that, the HeyOrca community is amazing. And the same way that you guys have been helping each other in the chat, people are really active on there. So just thought I would plug that as well.
Yay. Yes, definitely check out our Facebook group if you're not in it. If you have any questions about any of these updates, or you just want to like vent about one of them, definitely post it over there and we can have a fun discussion. And yes, a recording of this will be sent out. So if you missed any part of it, that will be sent out probably on Monday morning, and then you'll be able to rewatch it. But yes, that is everything. So thank you so much for everyone for coming. And I do want to shout out our US-based watchers right now. I know it's July 4th tomorrow, so have a fun long weekend. And yes, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Hi, everyone.